Marcus left the company last spring, not to retire, just to manage his own 6 lots full-time instead of mowing anyone else's. You went to his last day and didn't say much, just watched him joke with people who still think he spent 3 years mowing grass and nothing else. Somebody that day asked what Marcus was going to do now that he didn't need the mowing paycheck anymore, and he said the truest thing you'd heard in months, that he'd stopped needing it a long time ago. He just hadn't needed anyone to know it. He thought about that the whole drive home, past the corner lot, past the auto shop lot you signed with Ruth for $200 a month and a shaking hand, past every lease since, and understood for the first time that none of this was ever really about the money sitting in the account. It was about the exact moment you stopped needing the mowing job to be the whole story, even while you kept showing up for your shift the next morning like nothing had changed at all. Somewhere on your route tonight, a gate is locked on a lot that's making money in the dark, whether anyone's watching it or not. Nobody on your crew has any idea what that gate actually means. That was always the whole point. Marcus texts you sometimes, pictures of a lot he just picked up near a new stadium going in, grinning like a man who finally found something he didn't know he was allowed to want. You texted back one line: check the mailing address before you check anything else. It's the only advice that's ever actually mattered. None of it started with a plan. It started with a guy on the other side of the route mentioning the food truck lease the same way he'd mentioned the weather, and you being tired enough or curious enough to actually pull the county records instead of laughing it off and going back to your mowing schedule. Most people hear a story like Marcus's and file it away as something that happened to somebody else, a decent story for a slow shift, and go right back to cutting the same 41 lots. A few people go home and open the county records website. That's the entire difference, and it was always smaller and stranger and more available than anyone standing behind a mower at 7 in the morning would ever guess.